Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of January, as usual, I have specials sales offer available, and if you'd like to know more details about it, just check in the description box where there's more info, or email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Capricorn, this seems to be a very fruitful week. For many of you, it feels like you will get your hands to work. It's like you're very proactive about things that need to be done. And I also feel like there's this spontaneous action that some of you will kind of carry through to improve your emotional and relationship circumstances as well. It's almost like this big fire that's being lit from within, that it's providing to many of you the courage, the confidence, the spiritual wit kind of to make things happen in a very different way. For many of you, you're very decided about what you want, and you're going to perhaps make this sort of commitment to fight, chase, pursue something in which you see great value, or in which you see that your true love, your true values, your true dreams rely. I feel like there has been a level of confusion for some of you, as in what really you would like to do, where your true feelings lie, your loyalty lies. I feel like there has been a level of confusion or division here that you're really keen on overcoming. So relationship difficulties, you're working on them. Money difficulties, work difficulties, family difficulties, you're working on them. And the message here for many of you is that the power is truly with you. It's not outside of you. So if there's some of you that are expecting of things coming to you, not necessarily this week, because you're in a very yang masculine energy, which is about you taking charge, which is you moving after what you want. You see, the feminine, it's about the principle of being receptive, and the masculine is the principle of taking charge and taking action and being proactive about what it is that you're after. So there's a level of disagreement between masculine and feminine forces here, which might indicate that some of you are also trying to find here more balance between these two aspects of your own being, but also you being a masculine having problems with the feminines in your life, or you being a feminine listening, having problems with the masculines in your life. The same, energy applies, that there's a level of compromise and reconciliation that it's possible when you move after that same desire. Some of you Capricorns are trying to differentiate during this time, what it is to, take action towards solution, compromise, fixing things, versus taking action, to make problems worse, or to further, the energy of disagreements. And I keep getting like, where do you stand, Capricorn? Where do you stand? So there's that feeling of needing to make it's like some of you will be called during this week to have a position, basically, to have a strong position. You can't like continue to fluctuate here. You're gonna be called in one way or another to be more firm. And I also feel like you have a lot of strength with you to push forward, even if you find resistance, even if you find obstacles, even if you find some level of, opposition to your own desires. The strength with you, the fire within you that is kind of being wakened here, is so strong that you're able to cast out of the way your enemies, your challenges, your obstacles. There's something quite amazing and invincible about your energy that Spirit wants you to work with, so to take charge with this force, not to let yourself be consumed by it, but to be, again, moved by this energy when it calls to you. And I also feel like you have a lot of strong desires, so you could even be a little bit inflexible at times here, or very fixed on your views of things. So you want what you want. You're not, if you have felt like you have been distracted or scattered in your thinking or in your feelings, this week there's a great chance of you having things that have been scattered put together. You're very clear on what you want. So if you have been with doubts in any kind of way, those doubts are being cleared. If you have been dealing with issues with relationships, again, where you have had doubts if this significant other has your best interests at heart or not, if this significant other is loyal or not to you, you're also going to receive this answer very soon. For some of you, even though it shows as being a minority, you're also dealing here with a strong figure in your week that is very devoted to you, and that is very pushing. It's like almost pushy, almost like too insistent here to make you trust them. It's almost like someone is pouring their heart to you, and there's a little bit of defensiveness on your side. So for some of you, you could be dealing this in the opposite way, but there's a similarity to the same message that I was describing, in which it is that someone is trying to prove their love to you or their loyalty to you. Someone is really, fixed on this idea of, having you in their life at a certain level. And the question for the week will be if you allow it or not, because you also have here a lot of the energy of the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands either is the fighting warrior energy, or is also someone who's very, very, very defensive and has, extreme, walls built to prevent anything from the outside to come in. And, take the message and adapt it to your own personal circumstances. But it does feel here that there's two energies trying to come together, basically, during this week. And there's either issues of ego interfering in this, in these two energies coming together. Either it's ego or a lack of trust on devotion in particular. I feel like maybe some of you Capricorns have been feeling like you have been, alone on something. Like it's all up to you, and maybe feel like someone let you down, someone that was supposed to fight with you, that maybe, took a step backs, or abandoned here the fight last minute, the war last minute, or something about someone that was supposed to be with you through thick and thin not being there, and then having a chance to make amends with this person or understand this person's point of view, or where they're coming from, why they did what they did. It might be a little bit, hard, but I also feel extremely necessary for you to let go of what keeps you feeling like on the edge all the time. I feel like some of you Capricorns are feeling on the edge all the time, meaning like, it's almost like you put yourself to the limits, and this limits is like it's the verge of your capabilities, and you really putting yourself in a risky position where you have some sort of breakdown. So it's unnecessary pushing yourself to the limits and living on the edge. There's an energy trying to push you to center, basically push you to balance, where you are in a much more safer and protected position, energetically speaking. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.